evening. We begin tonight with exclusive new reporting about one of the most alarming mysteries in the January 6th investigation. What happened to Secret Service text messages from and around January 6th, perhaps the most traumatic period for the Secret Service since 9/11 or the attempt on President Reagan's life.
There's a building. Hold. Where's that door up? We need to go down. Copy. If we lose any more time, we may lose the ability to leave.
Did agents text each other afterwards about what they went through? Were they texting before the fact about their concerns for what might happen that day or about what the president was saying or doing? We still don't know. However, tonight we do know more about when the agency's top watchdog knew the messages were missing. Tonight, multiple sources familiar with the matter tell CNN that the Inspector General for the Department of Homeland Security, which oversees the Secret Service, first learned of the missing messages back in May of 2021. Now, that's significant because that's not what Secret Service officials told Congress. They told Congress that the Inspector General, Joseph Kafari, knew in December of 2021. And if he knew in May of 2021, that means it was more than a year before he told the House Select Committee that potentially crucial information might have been erased. Now, the Secret Service, as you know, says the messages were lost during a scheduled data migration that began on January 27th, 3 weeks after the Capitol attack. It's also more than a week after several House committees directed DHS to produce all documents or materials relevant to it. So they knew Congress wanted to see any relevant documents or materials about the insurrection, and yet they went ahead with their allegedly scheduled data migration, which allegedly deleted documents.
It just seems too irregular and unlikely that there would be a disappearance of texts right during the period of the insurrection, especially when multiple chairs of House committees sent letters directly to the secretaries of the different departments and the agency directors, telling them that reminding them that they have a legal responsibility to hold all those records. I mean, that's federal law. And they were on notice that we were watching. And then to either deliberately get rid of evidence or to be extremely cavalier with respect to its ultimate destiny is just intolerable.
Well, that's Maryland Democratic Congressman and committee member Jamie Raskin. His Republican counterpart, Congressman Adam Kinzinger, joins us shortly. This all comes in the wake of revelations that text messages are also missing from the two top Homeland Security officials under the former president, the acting Secretary Chad Wolf and acting Deputy Secretary Ken Cuccinelli. They too were purportedly lost in a reset of their government phones when they left their jobs. Now, this morning on CNN's New Day, Mick Mulvaney, who served as acting White House Chief of Staff in the prior administration, had this to say about it.
It is weird, and it's getting a little bit weirder. When I left the White House, I had to leave my work phone there. So if the same was true with Ken, then he would have to turn over that work phone to somebody else, and he would not have been in control of it since he left the administration. So again, does it look weird from the outside? Does it look somewhat nefarious? Yes.
Yeah, it certainly does seem strange, all of it, as does House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy's seemingly amnesia concerning sworn testimony about who he spoke to on the 6th, shortly after the former president told supporters he was going to the Capitol with them.